What's on your bucket list? We all need them. Gives us a reason to wake up early and stay up late, does it not? You know, we all have a past, and one of the things that I enjoyed most about being a teenager was that I engaged in the Golden Gloves boxing program where I lived. In fact, I became a Golden Gloves boxing champion. I was known as the Great White Hope, and my hero obviously was the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. I had tassels on my boots, and I had the shuffle down, and I had the deal. I was way into it. Now fast forward to 1988. I'm in Berrien Springs, Michigan, and I've spoken to the student body at St. Andrews University. I'm now in the Union Building doing a book signing. And I overhear two co-eds walk by talking about Muhammad Ali had been on campus that day, passing out literature. I stopped in my tracks. I said, "Oh my gosh, Muhammad Ali was here?" And the student body president who had brought me onto the campus, he said, "Hey, calm down. Muhammad Ali comes here almost every day. He lives here in Berrien Springs." I said, "You know where he lives?" He goes, "Yeah, on the outskirts of town." He bought the 88-acre farm or ranch of Al Capone. I said, "Do you own a camera?" He goes, "Why? Do you want to go to his house?" I'm like, "Yeah, as soon as I get done signing these books, we're heading out of Dodge." He invites two of his buddies, and the four of us pull up in front of Muhammad Ali's property. His gate is open, and it doesn't say no trespassing. It says welcome. So I said, "Are you guys coming in?" They're like, "No." So I walked up his circular driveway. It was a white column southern mansion. And I knocked on the door. His wife answers. She says, "May I help you?" I said, "Yeah." "Is Muhammad in?" She says, "Yeah." "May I tell him who's calling?" I said, "Yeah, Dan Clark." She says, "Just a minute." She goes and gets him. Within seconds, this 6'3", 225-pound superstar hero of mine is filling the door casing. And my heart's pounding. He says, "Hi, you want to come in?" I said, "Well, I'm here with three other gents. Do you mind if I invite them?" He goes, "Invite them." I said, "You guys want to come?" They were like little kids, Keystone Cops. They ran out of the door, over the bushes, slid into home. We're inside his living room. And for the next 5 hours, we watched the greatest fights as house guests of Muhammad Ali. We watched his greatest fights on his big screen TV. He fed us, he did some magic, and yes, this was in 1988, so his Parkinson's had not set in. He was fluent with his speech, he was hilarious with his sense of humor, and he loved doing magic. And at the end of our 5-hour conversation, he was so gracious. And with that big old hand, he put it around my shoulder and he says, "Danny," he said, "you have any questions?" I said, "Yeah, champ." I said, "You're 3-time world champion, which means you got beat twice. You were defeated twice by Leon Spinks. Come on, man. 7th grade was his senior year. You lost to 3 inferior opponents. Why?" And I'll never forget his answer. He said, "Danny, as a fighter, you got to realize that once that fight starts, you no longer hold the title. You've put it up for grabs. And we must become brilliant at the basics. We must get back to basics and fight as hard as we did the first time we won it to fight and win it back." And too many people in the corporate arena, too many people in their family relationships, too many people in any part of our lives are so complacent, we believe we can live off of our past laurels.